guys voting for mayor?
We've gotten too comfortable not trying new things. It may not work.
We should absolutely tax the rich.
They bribed me $10 million to drop out.
Do you think Zohran's the future of the Democratic Party?
I think so, yeah.
That's why I'm voting Mamdani, because I'm voting for the guy who gave me the Lamborghini.
Chat, I think we're cooked.
So you're a scholar here at NYU?
I am.
And who are you voting for mayor?
Oh, for mayor? Mamdani.
Oh my, alright, you know what? I'm gonna let her cook. Maybe she's got some great reasons that she's voting for Mamdani. Let's hear her out.
And why Mamdani?
We've gotten too comfortable not trying new things. It may not work.
I cannot stand this stupid narrative when these people say, let's try something new. Alright, so let me understand something, okay? New York is a blue state, it's a liberal state. And your definition of trying something new is voting for a far leftist, someone who's so far on the left, he's pretty much a communist. That's trying something new? That's not trying something new. Trying something new is voting for a Republican, voting for a conservative. That's trying something new. You know what's not trying something new? Voting for the same party that's destroyed the state of New York, and not only voting for just that, but an extremist version of it.
But we can say that we've tried, and I think I like his proposals and his ideas. This isn't the first time we've not elected somebody with a political history, a legislative history, and it won't be the last, so why not try it out?
You say why not try it out? What's your favorite thing that you're excited to try out?
I think some of his proposals around rent and housing. I'm studying at the law school, and I did a clinic on tenants' rights and eviction. I think affordable housing is a really big issue.
Are you a scholar here at NYU?
Yeah.
And who are you voting for?
I think I'm gonna vote for Zohran. Yeah.
Why do you think so many young people are voting for Zohran?
Because they're all
I feel like
idiots. That's why. All right, let me clarify. There's a massive gender divide when it comes to young people and who they're voting for. A lot of guys are starting to move towards the right now. Thank God there's some hope for our future. But a lot of chicks are moving to the left. So it's not necessarily young people are voting for Zohran. It's more so fools are voting for Zohran.
The only one that's like coming up with like plans that young people have been like plans to help how the situation is in New York right now for young people. It's so expensive to live here.
Okay, so why? Why is it so expensive? Yo, this, I'm already crashing out so early on into the video. You gotta understand, the reason why it's so expensive is because the policies of liberal states make it more expensive. You raise minimum wage, everything else in the city gets more expensive. You give hundreds of millions of dollars to illegal immigrants of our tax dollars, and that also causes things to get more expensive. Going further down leftist policies is going to further make the state more expensive.
To even afford to eat.
You got some matcha in your hand right here.
Oh yeah.
How much money do you spend on matcha here a day?
Almost $10. Literally.
And with all these changes,
Oh my god, so you're a brokey, right? Help me understand something. If you're a brokey college student, you shouldn't be spending $10 on matcha every single day. Newsflash, you can't afford it. So people who are bad with money are gonna stay bad with money no matter what. It doesn't matter who you vote for. It doesn't matter if Zohran gives you thousands of dollars every single month. If you're gonna spend it on stuff you can't afford, then you're gonna be back to square one of being a brokey just like you were in the first place.
Zohran wants to make, who's gonna bring in the money? Are you gonna pay more in taxes, or would you like to pay more in taxes, or would you be happy about more of your money going, or do you think we should just tax the rich extra more?
We should absolutely tax the rich. They need to pay their dues for what they have done to the working class communities and people. They should be the ones paying for majority of stuff. I am a student. I don't have a full-time job, so I will not be paying taxes.
So we should just let other people pay our taxes?
I did not say that. I think everyone should, share their...
Well, that's what you're implying. That's pretty much what you're implying. This person is this person is not real. This is AI. Yo, where's the Sora watermark? This has to be AI. There's no way this is a real person saying this right now, bro. So you don't have a job, you don't make any money, and you want to tax other people to fund your life. That's actually... Yo, that's literally evil, bro. That's actually evil. This is a menace to society over here.
Their way of their taxes, but I believe the rich have gotten away with way too much, and it's time that they...
Yeah, these damn rich people creating hundreds of thousands of jobs and sustaining the economy and creating products that you use. That fucking Starbucks cup is goddamn matcha in her hands. I don't know if that's Starbucks, but it's from a business by a capitalist, and you're gonna consume the capitalist products, but at the same time, you're gonna hate capitalism.
Get taken down a few pegs, and that means if they gotta pay more taxes, they should.
And what are you studying
I
here?
would love to be taxed. If I ever
But you won't! And you can't! And you never will be!
become rich enough, I would like to I will not ever want to become a billionaire. I'll make sure that I give my money to
You ain't about the club, you're not even invited inside! That's what she is right now!
somewhere, so I always stay in at least a millionaire mark if I become rich. And I would love to be taxed because I feel like, you know, if you're making money, this country is structured on the use of labor and hard labor from other unskilled individuals. If you're making money to that you're benefiting off of that, I feel like you should pay your due a lot.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this video without having I really don't know how I'm gonna make it through this video without passing out. Oh my god, let's see what this shit got to say. I bet you all the money in the world she's gonna be voting for Zohran.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I am voting Mamdani.
And why?
Okay. Alright. You know what? Maybe she's got some great reasons. Some well-articulated philosophical reasons. Lady, I'm gonna let you cook.
Because he's the most obvious choice.
What makes him an obvious choice for you?
Okay, but why though? Give us some policies.
It's just like, I'm trying to think. This reminds me of a certain comedy sketch.
What the f is this talking about, bro? It reminds you of what? He asked you about the policies? And it reminds you of what?
Where the comedian was like,
Is this serious?
you could either vote in one guy, and he's gonna give everybody free houses, free rent, and he's gonna give everybody a Lamborghini, or we could vote in somebody who's gonna burn down the city. That's why I'm voting Mamdani, because I'm voting for the guy who give me the Lamborghini.
Yeah, so you think Mamdani's just gonna give you guys everything?
Not everything. I'm saying it's the most obvious choice.
You think somebody like Curtis Lewa or Cuomo is gonna burn down the city?
Curtis Lee, I'm not saying they're gonna burn down the city. It's just a hyperbolic analogy.
What do you think is gonna happen with government-run grocery stores and free buses? Do you think that sounds like a good idea?
That does sound like a good idea.
And freezing the rent?
That does sound like a good idea.
Why does it sound like a good idea? Explain to us why it's a good idea.
What if they have to freeze the rent to the point where eventually then the landlord's not able to come in and fix the washer and make a profit on his own lease?
That's their problem.
Yeah, that's right. She's right. It is the problem of the people who are living within the building who now won't have whatever issues they have fixed because the landlord doesn't have the money for it. You guys know that just because someone owns a house doesn't mean that they're a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have a building doesn't mean you have unlimited funds to fix everything.
Who are you gonna vote for mayor?
Ooh. Probably Cuomo.
Oh my god, thank god. Not thank god in the sense you're voting for Cuomo. That's not good either. But at least it's better than Zohran.
And you as a woman, would you feel safe having a social worker come and calm down and de-escalate the situation, or would you rather have NYPD?
I'd rather have NYPD. They know what they're doing.
What? You don't want a social worker coming in? Is she being serious right now? So you're telling me if there's a domestic situation going on, you don't want a social worker coming in asking the guy, but how are you feeling right now? While he's got like a blade to your throat, he's like, I gotta ask him, how are you feeling right now? Maybe you should calm down. You don't want that situation happening? You rather have cops come in and neutralize the threat? Are you crazy? Come on.
I don't believe in defunding the police. I think that's gonna cause more issues in the long run.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I like Cuomo, but I think Mamdani might be pulling the lead a little bit with me.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, but why? All right, you know what? Maybe he'll be the one person. He'll be the first one to give us some policies on why he's voting for Mamdani. All right, Ranama, I'm gonna let you cook.
And what makes him pull the lead for you?
I like his young energy. You know what I mean? He's bringing new energy to the field, and we need that now, you know what I'm saying, in New York.
Why are we voting on vibes? Why are we voting off vibes? Every single person who's talking about voting for Mamdani did not say one, actual tentative policy. Not one. We voting off vibes right now. We voting off trying something new. This is actually crazy madness.
Do you think Mamdani's the future of the Democratic Party?
I mean, I hope so. We got to start getting, new energy, new people, and, just make it an even field with the Republicans so we could fight back, you know.
Who are you fighting against, bro?
What's your favorite example of socialism that's worked?
I don't have a big example of it, of socialism.
Like between Venezuela, Cuba, Soviet Union, what's your favorite one?
Man, you put me on the spot. I'm gonna have to go Cuba. Man, I'm gonna have to go Cuba.
Oh my. Yo, these are the people voting for Zohran Mamdani, by the way. As you can see, I'm having a great time, right? Despite, being 3 seconds away from passing out. Just showing the kind of people who are voting for this guy should really just go to show you, like, what their team is comprised of. Clearly not the brightest minds of society.
Yeah, let's go there. It's just so complicated for me. I got so much information in my head, but I'm gonna go with that.
I don't think you do,
like the
Ken.
idea of defunding NYPD?
Nah, I don't think we should defund the cops. I think we should just regulate a lot of things, get more mental health people on the streets, things like that. Instead of having defund the cops, we kind of need them, have them more around, more
So
presence.
like Cuomo and Sliwa, they want to add more police to the city. Do you think that'd be a good idea?
Yeah, I think you could add more cops. We all, especially giving them jobs and money, we all need jobs and money, right? So, add more cops, get more stuff, protecting in the streets, make people feel safe, like you said.
Then why are you voting for Mamdani? Then why are you voting for Mamdani, bro? The last, few sentences bro was talking about actually seemed to make sense. Like, all right, there's a brain up there. Wow, thank God, right? But yet his actions are different from what he's saying.
Would you rather have a social worker come to a robbery or a police officer?
I would have a police officer, but I would rather have a social worker come to a domestic dispute.
And with Mamdani potentially winning this race,
100%.
what kind of responsibility do you think that is of a man who's in his 30s to run the biggest city in the world, the financial capital of the world?
So many people ask me this question. I think it's going to be such a test. I think this is going to be the biggest test. Not only is he going to have to go against Trump and all the stuff, the threats that Trump is making, not only is he going to have to try to keep the promises that he made, that's not really easy, especially with the rent and stuff like that. But I think this is going to be the biggest test. And if he can move the way we want him to move, I think it's just going to be the future. I think this is the way to go.
And who are you voting for?
Sliwa, definitely. I'm Staten Islander.
Oh my God, dude. Thank God, there's somebody with a brain in New York, bro. Oh my goodness.
Conservative. He's from New York. I trust Sliwa to take control of what's going on in the city right now. I work in the city, so I see a lot of the madness, so hopefully...
Oh, so he has a job. There you go. Duh. That's why he's voting for a conservative, because he's actually out here doing things, bro. Okay, there you go. That's why he's voting conservative.
He gets elected and cleans up the city a little bit.
And does it worry you that Mamdani is winning the polls right now? Everything's showing that he's going to win.
I mean, the polls are fake, though. I mean, who are they interviewing? I haven't been interviewed. I don't know anybody who's been interviewed. They try to do the same thing with Trump and Hillary. So I think it's just trying to scare people to, not vote and just say, oh, he won. So people who actually would vote for Sliwa are going to be like, oh, he's not going to win, so why am I going to go bother vote? So I think everyone just votes and sticks to the plan, and hopefully it turns out in our favor.
You're a New Yorker. Were you living here during 9/11?
Yes.
What did you think about Mamdani's press conference when he talked about his aunt, who actually turned out not to be his aunt, that she was the victim of 9/11, not being able to wear her hijab here on the subway?
It's embarrassing because people are still suffering from 9/11, and I don't see him sympathizing with the people who actually are still suffering from 9/11. So I don't know. He's just rambling. He's just looking for sympathy because he's a rapper, actor, and a trust fund baby. So that's it. I don't believe anything he's saying. It's all bullshit.
Who are you voting for?
Mamdani.
And why Mamdani?
All right, another person voted for Mamdani. Okay, maybe this is the one. Who, instead of saying, I'm going to be voting on vibes, lists a couple policies. Randomah in a green jacket, I'm going to let you cook.
Because he's a good person. I mean, he has politics I align with. I don't know.
And what do you think is going to happen in New York City if he does win?
Probably not too much, honestly. Probably stay pretty much the same.
Do any of his policies concern you? For instance, maybe defunding the police or not supporting them as much as the other candidates like Sliwa or Cuomo?
Nah, I support that.
Really? Would you like the NYPD to be defunded?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, dude, I don't know, man. When I watch this stuff, sometimes it's like, are we sure this is not AI generated? Is this Sora watermark just so small I can't see it? Because I can't believe that real human beings are saying these words. These words are formulated inside of a brain, processed through your vocal cords, and spoken out into the world. I can't believe that. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. And I think New York's cooked. I hope it's not, but I guess we'll see.